last time. Yep. Did you miss me? Did you miss me like we're all gonna miss Superman and Batman? I know you did, because I know I do. And that's why I'm here with another edition of Mark's Just Saying. This time, though, is to address news that made its rounds today in Hollywood regarding that bye-bye Superman and Batman is officially done as Affleck, which that's gone back and forth for a while now. But it's basically official. They're done. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Bye. So long. Are you kidding me? I'm too stressed thinking about it. First, please enjoy my friends behind me. I'm glad I got their Funko so I can remember the joy that they've given me in the past few years. But first, ooh, do you hear it? Oh yeah! There it is! Thank you, Coca-Cola. So I am back. Yes, as I post this today, it's been announced that Warner Brothers has decided to move ahead without bringing back Cavill as Superman, which, you know, they've been talking, ramping up news, and he's getting ready, and he wants to fight, Brainiac, and all this. There's so much potential for Man of Steel 2, especially if you watch Man of Steel 1. They had the potential for Supergirl, which was recently announced that they were going to pursue that. And I'm floored. I'm like, how can you do this? Because they screwed up with Justice League, which, yes, this movie made a lot more money. Justice League had that potential. Had that unfortunate situation not happen with Zack Snyder and he got his vision rolled out, I'm confident everything would have been fine. Yes, they brought, with Whedon's reshoots, the Superman was fun and his suit was brighter. Fine, I'll give you that. But then there's also Mustache Gate, which, thanks to, Henry Cavill had one of the most successful movies of his career with the best of the franchise, Mission Impossible, which just broke the best box office of that franchise. But he was still so excited for Superman. He was supposed to hopefully get a cameo in Shazam coming out next year. And apparently they screwed that up and that discussion fell through and they couldn't work out a deal. And now they're deciding, just forget it. Bye-bye, see ya. The whole thing, they're still going with Wonder Woman 84, which may or may not be a sequel. They're saying it's a standalone feature. What? So after setting her up in the past couple movies, they're just going to go ahead, 3 movies, and Chris Pine's back, which is fine. I was like, they can work all that out. Captain America came back. They can work this out. Aquaman's coming out this December. He was clearly the same Aquaman from Justice League. So they're still going to do that, and then they're doing this random Joker movie. They're still talking of doing Joker from Suicide Squad, which is a part of this universe. Margot Robbie with Harley Quinn and her movies. Part of the same universe, but they're going to reboot the biggest characters. I remember Ben Affleck was so diehard into this when he signed on for Batman vs. Superman, knowing where it was going to go, and he did his movies. And yes, Warner Brothers, for whatever reason, decided to go a different direction. But in all honesty, Warner Brothers, I can't say that Ben Affleck's scripts probably weren't as great, considering what you did with Justice League. You butchered that up. You put out 2 different directors, mashed them together. While I still enjoy the film, I can't help, but yeah, it's got its flaws. But I still enjoy the film. I will admit, I enjoy Batman vs. Superman more. I don't understand what Warner Brothers is doing. Give Man of Steel a chance. It has some, Amy Adams and him. Superman Returns came out. Oh, it was too much drama with Brian Singer. Even though Superman now has a baby in the mainstream comics, God, you know, oh God, he's got a kid. He doesn't have a kid at the time of the comics. Guess what? 10 years later, he does. Nobody freaking out about that. Can't help Bryan Singer was ahead of his time. So then here comes Man of Steel. Oh, it's got too much action. What about all the ability at the end with Zod? People died. Okay, too much action. Okay, now we got to scale it back. Now Batman versus Superman and movies have to acknowledge, oh, we got to make sure that the city or place is vacated first. I mean, people were complaining left and right about every little thing. But Henry Cavill still enjoyed as Superman. Ben Affleck was thoroughly enjoyed as Batman. Now Ben Affleck, because they put him in Suicide Squad. He was supposed to be the Iron Man of the DC universe. And Warner Brothers screwed with him, and that fell apart. And now the Henry Cavill thing. So we have Wonder Woman and Aquaman and a bunch of random DC movies because they screwed around. I love this shirt. I will forever love this shirt. I will forever love these movies and thank Warner Brothers and Affleck and Cavill for giving us these, which I will be watching tonight in honor of them. Well, they don't sponsor me, but if you Coca-Cola, you do, I'm here. So anyway, from the potential with the Robin cameo in Batman vs. Superman and explaining what happened with that one, and potential with Man of Steel 2 and where they could have gone with those characters, and even with the Justice League, with him being reincarnated and coming back, there's still so much potential. And as a DC fan, a lifelong Batman, Superman fan, I am brokenhearted over this. Nothing against Supergirl or where they're going with all these movies. I'm a fan of all of it, but I am furious with how they're handling this franchise and these characters. Matt Reeves wants to do his own version of Batman, and it's hard not to love what Marvel's done with their universe, and how Kevin Feige was and even prior to Iron Man 1, he was always involved, but he's the one that finally starting with Iron Man 1, brought it all together up through Ant-Man and the Wasp. And they're still going strong, planning future movies, tying everything in together. After a few movies, Warner Brothers, you couldn't figure it out? Yes, you're trying to introduce different characters. You could have worked. I still have faith in Zack Snyder's vision. I think Joss Whedon was brought in, and he was screwed from the start. But, again, while I still enjoy Justice League, these two are probably still my favorites. This one being the combined superhero, but this one is still fun for me. And Cavill will always be Superman, but as a fan of his, I will still, I enjoyed him thoroughly in the newest Mission Impossible. So yeah, there they are. Make sure you get the Funkos before they're gone. God knows when we'll see Superman on the big screen. They keep teasing that the new trilogy of the Batman's coming, so he'll be back on the screen. But he probably won't have anything to do with this universe. And God knows what characters we'll see in that one. And there's just so much inconsistency. As a fan, it's a letdown. For me anyway. You may have a different opinion. If you do, please leave a comment. We can discuss. For now, I must... It's cause... Oh, damn you, Warner Brothers. So for now, like, love, comment. Show me that you appreciate me. Show me that you like. Tell me how you feel, what you think. I gotta go enjoy my Funkos and watch a couple movies and just think about what could have been had Warner Brothers not screwed this whole thing up. I mean, yes, this was flawed, but it made over 800 million worldwide. Obviously, it wasn't that flawed. This should have made a lot more. It would have too had not Warner Bros. Not screwed it up. Okay, I'm back. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. So until next time, I appreciate you, the people. And make sure you subscribe, like, do all that. If you know someone from Coca-Cola, have them contact me. I love their product. Until next time, thank you, Henry, and thank you, Ben, for the last few years of entertainment. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And until next time, stay frosty.